In this video, I'll be talking about a particular kind of renewable source of energy. Which one are we talking about? Okay, so first let's look at the big picture. Why are human beings, scientists, so curious to find out ways to have renewable source of energy? The reason is we have now come to the very convenient lifestyle that needs a lot of power to move our things. Our handphone, PlayStations, in the future, mobile transport. So we like to sustain this energy sufficient lifestyle, okay, we have to think of long-term solution. Because we are so comfortable, we are so used to it. And you know what? 13% of the world's energy supply right now depends on renewable source of energy. So in this picture, as you can see, the sun. We are going to talk about the solar energy. Okay, so solar energy, first thing come to our mind would be PV. It stands for photovoltaics. Two main kinds of PV. One is the organic part, we call them OPV. Then we try to mimic the way plants convert sunlight into sugar and oxygen. Photosynthesis mechanism. So in a plant, what do they have? They have chlorophyll. And scientists have come up with a structure that's very similar to chlorophyll. We call tyrosinase. Okay, it has similar structure as chlorophyll, so it will also convert sunlight into current. The other kind is more traditional, is using silicon. So we harvest silicon, we use concentrated sulfuric acid to make it very pure, to make those panels. So you see on the rooftop, those panels are mainly silicon conductors. However, Si being very dense, is quite heavy and bulky. Although it has a higher energy conversion compared to OPV, the maintenance could be pretty high. So imagine your workers going to climb up and maintain the panels, it's going to cost you some money. In both cases, especially in the Si method, we are using something called the photoelectric effect. We might have heard of this when we learned physics last time, where the sun's shining photons, packets of energy on the surface of a metal and then ejecting electrons out. So electrons escape. Sunlight go in, photons ejecting electrons. That's how we generate a current. Now we can also couple this in tandem with the solar cell, where we have sandwiched polarized layers, the junctions. We have some p-dope conductor and n-dope conductor in a sandwich manner, so that's now polarized, and when electrons move, it can generate a voltage. Using silicon conductor could cause some problems besides the cost. So if you want to have a big market, what do? You lower the cost first. So China, there's a bit of politics here. A few years ago, they tried to lower the cost of solar panels by a state subsidy. So the production of all these solar panels become very low, and that killed off some companies outside China. Some people weren't very happy and lose some money in the stock exchange. Besides politics, let's go back to some of these chemical considerations regarding solar energy. Now, the downside of having solar energy, as you can see that only in the daytime we receive sunlight. The nighttime, there's no sunlight, so only half the time we are using this source of energy. So I would say it's not 24 hours. Okay? Next thing, you might think that, oh, in a desert, maybe in Africa or near the Middle East, so many deserts, huge amount of sunlight near the equator, we can harvest it. However, in those places, we don't really have a community of people. You need to think about how we connect the wires and cables to channel those current into the city center. And it's not cheap because it's new land, no one stays there. So the collective cost could even be higher even though the amount of sunlight intensity is greater. That means it might be even more practical to have solar panels in the urban area. And next thing is, in the Nordic part of the world, we have less sunlight. So certainly this can't be a global solution using solar energy. Perhaps those countries that are always having summer, like Singapore, we can think of this solution in the long run.